I just tripled a ton of bases with this brand new attack strategy, and I'm going to show you how to do it. Guys, check out this crazy new army composition. 8 freaking Quake spells. We got 4 big golems, 8 witches, and 8 super wizards. This is spam at its finest, man. You're getting so much tanking out in front with those 4 golems. You immediately follow that with a line of witches, and then a line of wizards, and then you start moving your way into the base. Now, on this attack, you're going to end up using your Grand Warden ability pretty early, even if you're not quite hitting that Town Hall right away. Otherwise, the witches and super wizards won't survive long to scattershot blasts and multiple giant bombs. So, but if you can start on the Town Hall, use that Grand Warden ability to cover your troops for that hard entry and the Town Hall blast, even better. And then, of course, those 8 Quakes, you're going to use those in 2 sets of 4 to get open as much of the entire base as possible. All right, I'm looking to use this on bases where I can open up pretty much the entire base with those 8 Quake spells, and this one's an excellent example, man. We opened up the beginning, we opened up all the way to the very back end of the base, and then of course you're also going to be using the siege barracks with this attack. It's going to give you the power, that extra P.E.K.K.A. and wizards, and you're going to have those full health hog riders coming out later on in the raid to do some tanking, really valuable tanking for that royal champion. That's going to keep your royal champion alive so much longer, and a lot of times allow her to finish off the triple for you. Now look at this, man. We got a few wizards up top, we got a queen on the bottom left. She's still got her ability. Royal champion just used hers, and look at this, man. We're coming into the final few defenses right here. There's only 1 point defense left, man. We got a wizard tower, an air defense, the cannon's already down to the queen. Just like that, maxed out Town Hall 13 falls to this spamtastic new attack. Once again, we got a completely different style of base right here. It's even got a center channel in the middle of this base, so you gotta look at it, man. Like, how can I get this base opened up as much as possible while starting on the Town Hall? Again, if possible. That Town Hall can be really tough on the back end to deal with. So if you can deal with that right in the beginning, you can use that Grand Warden ability for the Town Hall blast and for those heavy defenses at the beginning. We got the fire of a scatter shot right here. So if you can start on the Town Hall, that's going to be your best bet with this attack, unless you have another separate plan for that Town Hall entirely. All right, now look at this, man. We're raging, we're popping that early Grand Warden ability, because man, with the 2 multis, the scatter shots, the Town Hall, that is a ton of damage at the beginning. That is the perfect place to be keeping those troops invincible. And here we go, moving in, trying to get this next scatter shot down. At this point, King's down to about half health. That's the point where I usually like to pop his ability, and he can rush out ahead, take out that next scatter shot. Look at this, man. These multis are going down, and how's it going right here, man? We got hog riders coming out. Once those hog riders come out, you drop that royal champion behind them. That way she gets the tanking from those hog riders. And here we go, man. Queen is looking pretty good over there, but she's about to start taking full fire from that expo. If she can get rid of that wizard tower, that's going to allow those couple witches there to stay alive a little bit longer. And then of course we still got plenty of witches and a P.E.K.K.A. coming around on that bottom left hand side. We still have a few hog riders left tanking in front of that royal champion. She's about to start taking damage from that multi, but look at her health, man. Those hog riders have tanked perfectly for her, so she's coming into these last few defenses with basically full health. Now once she gets a little under half health, we'll go ahead and pop her ability too. That should finish off this multi-target inferno along with the last couple defenses in this base. Once again, another base just bullied and overpowered by this attack. Now this one has got to be one of my favorite hits with this, dude. Check this base out. First of all, I was like, well, I gotta start on the Town Hall. We've got multi-target infernos right here. We got the clan castle right here. No doubt he's got a ton of giant bombs right in this little corner of the base. So I'm like, I gotta start there. I gotta use that Grand Warden ability. First of all, I gotta clear those giant bombs with the golems. Otherwise, I'm gonna be in big trouble. And then I'm gonna try and open up everything important in the base. Now look, we haven't opened up everything. We got a few compartments back here that aren't open. This single might be an issue on the back end. We'll see. But we've opened up everything important. We have access to the core. We have access to the eagle, access to both the scatter shots. Look at this, man. We're gonna have to wait long enough so that Town Hall is kind of covered by that ability, but I can't wait too long, man. Otherwise, those multi-target infernos are gonna melt all my witches and super wizards. Just like that, Town Hall goes down. Witches and super wizards kind of stay out of the way of it a little bit. And now we've still got some tanking going into this core. Look at this. We got 2 full golems right there. They're going to stay right in front of my queen doing some excellent tanking. Barbarian King and a P.E.K.K.A. are going to team up on the bottom side of the base right there. They're doing some wonderful things. And now we got hog riders coming out. So gonna drop the Royal Champion with the Hog Riders. Now we're gonna need this Eagle Artillery to go down, because this is gonna be an issue, man. If that Eagle Artillery kills the king, decides to target that whole group of hogs, it's gonna make really short work of them. Luckily, my queen's gonna start sneaking up on it right now. Now we get to see those power of those Hog Riders on the backside, man, as they're sticking in front of that Royal Champion. We need them to clear that path to that single target Inferno. Now, we got a few defenses in the way, so I might have to pop this ability a little early to clear the path to the single. Boom, single is down. We got witches left on the bottom. Queen's still alive. Queen still has her ability. And once again, we've got another base wrecked by this ridiculous spam attack. All right, guys, next example, we got well, this one has a really heavy core in it, so we got to look for an area where we can drop these Quakes, where we can open up the majority of this base. We're going to need access. It's got 3 single target Infernos. That's going to be hard to deal with on the backside, so if we can deal with one of them on the entry, I don't know, man. We're just going to have to wait and see. I'm going to go for that corner entry once again, opening up everything that is super important. We're going to open up access to the Town Hall. We're going to get early damage on the Town Hall in both those scatter shots. We've opened up access to this backside Eagle Artillery and single target Inferno as well. So we're starting in with those 4 freaking Golems, man. Setting the edges a little bit with a couple Wizards, couple witches, and then dumping the rest of the troops, heroes, and even the siege barracks in the middle. So we get an extra P.E.K.K.A. going into that core with some extra wizards behind to help. Once again, we got a really early Grand Warden ability as they were starting to take damage from 2 different scatter shots, man. That is a ridiculous amount of damage. And here we go, coming into those scatter shots. Oh, my king is locked onto by a single. That's what you don't want to happen. We want that single to go down before the king does. No, the king just got melted by that single. But look at this, man. We still got a P.E.K.K.A. in there. We still got, is that a freaking, that's a full golem or golemites, dude? We got like, I don't even know, 7 golemites on the screen right now. Hogs ended up spreading out a little bit, but we got a few of them in front of that Royal Champion. All these troops are meeting up on the backside of this base. Another important thing is that Queen still has plenty of tanking in front of her. Look at that, man. We still got a Queen ability. We still got a Royal Champion ability. This is not looking too shabby at all with both of those abilities intact. She's going to have to pop hers, get that King dealt with. Royal Champion's going to have to do the same, but now the King is down, and the Queen and the Royal Champion can finish up these last couple defenses. Yet again, we got a different style base, but crushed by this spam attack. All right, guys, next up, we've got a multi-target base using the same attack. We've seen it done several times on like single target bases. Let's see how it holds up against multi-target Infernos. But first of all, we got to find a good spot where we can start on the Town Hall and open up access to the majority of this base. So last 4 Earthquakes are going to come down, opening up the last scatter shot, opening up access to the remaining multi-target Infernos. I like this entry. We've got this base well opened up, and once again, we got those 4 Golems followed by that line of witches, so those skellies can get out in front, do a little bit of additional tanking for those super wizards. And then we got the remaining stuff dumped into the core, including that siege barracks. That extra P.E.K.K.A. in the core can definitely help get some of those structures down in there in the core. Now, we're going to be looking for a good spot. That Grand Warden ability. Now, look at this, man. One thing I liked about this, I didn't open up the Town Hall on purpose. So we got plenty of troops that can reach over and grab it, right? We got the Queen, we got the witches, we got wizards out of the siege barracks, and we got super wizards as well. But since they're standing outside of it, they're not going to be as vulnerable to that Town Hall blast. So they shouldn't go down to it unless they're standing right next to the wall. And because of that, we had a number of witches, wizards surviving that Town Hall blast. And look at this, man. We got a swarm of troops coming into these back 2 multi-target Infernos. We got plenty of mount in front of the Queen, which is what you want to see, man. Got to have that tanking for that Queen to keep her alive. We got Hogs tanking for the Royal Champion. This is all about tanking all the way through to that back end so your Queen and your Royal Champion can finish off those last few defenses and get you the triple. Now, those Hog Riders are going to eat a giant bomb right there, but quite a few of them are doing pretty good. You know, the multis can be tough on the Hog Riders, but they don't do that much damage at all to the Royal Champion. So I'd rather have a backside multi with a strong Royal Champion than have a backside single that could potentially fry her. Once again, dude, all the defenses are already gone. Yet another base, completely different style, wrecked by this outrageous spam attack. Now, guys, check this base out. I didn't know if this one was gonna work because we got that Town Hall in the center. There's kind of an island around it, all right, except for the 2 scatter shots right there. So I'm like, all right, how can I get access to that Town Hall? How can I get access and some early damage in on the Town Hall, as well as access to the backside of the base? So there's my first 4 Quakes. Then I'm gonna go ahead and get my troops started while I work on where to drop the rest of my Quake spells. I still got 4 on lock. Now we're dropping the rest of that stuff in there. We have opened up access to be next to the Town Hall. But I don't know how many of those witches, wizards, or queen is actually going to go in there because we don't have very good pathing to it. So go ahead and drop over on the other side and open up access to the wall. That way something, if a P.E.K.K.A goes in there, man, it can reach it. You know what I mean? So we got a little better access, and we got that Grand Warden ability popped right now as well. Town Hall goes down. We had a number of golems go straight to it and tank it so the super wizards could finish it off. And look at this, man. We got the queen with some tanking on the left, which is what we like to see. We got the barbarian king down on the right. He's already popped his ability, but he's doing pretty good on health until that single locked onto him. And just in time, man, we got some hog riders rushing in to reinforce that king. But they get caught in that tornado trap. It's going to delay them for a little bit, but they're not really taking much damage right there. So they're going to come in having a decent amount of health. We got to get this royal champion through this single target inferno. We're going to be able to triple this base. So it's already locked onto my RC. I got to clear the defenses in the way in hopes that she will target it next. And she does, but she doesn't have quite enough to get it down. This single target inferno is on its last sliver of health. Does our queen have her ability still? Yes, she does, and that's going to be exactly the reason why we're going to get this triple right here. I mean, could the witches have done it? Got the single? Maybe, but probably not the single and the wizard tower. Man, having those heroes maxed out is so important on these attacks.